Hey guys, nice to see you again, or I hope it's nice to see me again. Oh, I just ate. I'm so full. It's so hard to speak now because I'm full. So there is this restaurant close to my dormitory. It's called Mama. And the Azumma there is really nice, and I think like that's the cheapest, best restaurant I ever been, and it only serves 3 types of food. It serves sundubuchige, which is kind of like a soft tofu soup, and the other one is chamchibokkum, which is like fried rice with tuna, and the third one is cheukbokkum, and that is fried pork meat in kind of like a sauce, kind of similar to Hungarian pörkölt, but I don't think you know that, guys, but it's really tasty. So it's not just that the food is good and it's actually really cheap, like very cheap, it's also that she gives a lot of panchan. I think I already told you guys that the panchans are those small portions of different type of like food, like kimchi and radish, or this soybeans in soy sauce, or seaweed, and she serves a lot. Like she gives kimchi, soybeans, fish cake, soup, always soup. If you don't order the sundubuchige, then you always get a kind of like a soup, like doenjangjige, which is also like a soup, but it's like a lighter one. It's a soybean paste soup. And then after that, she gives eggs, fried eggs, and chon, which is kind of like a salty pancake with seaweed and vegetables, and she gives also different vegetables and different kimchi, 2-3 types of kimchi, so a lot. And I don't eat the rice with the soup or with anything, and I still get so full from the panchans, which don't contain any, rice or anything like that. Why am I so dark suddenly? I think it's because the sun. Have you noticed the room? Okay, let me just change the lighting because I'm dark. I know, I should buy lighting and stuff like this. So my friend in Hungary keeps reminding me that I should really buy like a circular thing, which YouTubers have, but I'm not that a big YouTuber, so I don't have the money yet. If I will have the money, I will buy, but until then you will have to accept that sometimes my face is dark, right? Right, it's not that interesting anyway. So, the thing is that I promise you guys that the next video will be about what... See, I forgot to check the name again. I wanna say it in the video. Trishna Kishiju. Sorry, like, for my pronunciation. But yeah, she was asking about packing stuff and the money what we get, and is it enough or not, and it was a great idea. She suggested it as a video topic and I took it, so thank you, Trishna. I hope this video will help you and everyone else who will come to Korea, even if it's not the scholarship but for work or for study without the scholarship, or to just have a nice trip, because it's also a nice place to have a trip. Before we start, did you recognize something? Like, behind me everything is empty. Like, everything is so nice and quiet and empty. It's not because Emmy left me. Because of the coronavirus. Coronavirus has nice, like, positive sides as well. Like, the air is better, the air quality is better. I heard something happened with the ozone. I don't know how it's called in English. And one of those positive things is that people like online classes. And I didn't think I would like online classes, but actually we've been doing it for now more than a month, and it's kinda better than I expected. Because of coronavirus and because of online classes for everyone in Korea, a lot of people decided not to come back to the dormitory and move out, so they don't have to pay, because why would you pay for something when what you can do at home as well, right? So I live in an apartment style. What's that, like it's not a flat, an apartment style room. So there are 2 toilets, 1 shower, a bigger space for with the fridge and everything else, and 3 rooms. And these 3 rooms were full so far, but because of the coronavirus, since March, only 1 Korean girl lives with us, next to us in a room, but there is the 3rd room which is totally empty because no one moved in. The half of the dormitory is basically empty because people didn't come back, so it's really convenient. So this is our study with Emmy. So let's just start first with the packing or money. I don't know, like well, okay, let's start with the money, okay? Because money is so important. I love money, and I never have enough. Okay, so I checked. Right now, it's really interesting, but right now, KGSP scholarship gives you guys and me. So when you come here, you get a resettlement allowance of 200,000 Korean won, which you get like right away. You get it right away when you get the other money, you know, like not right away. So what I told to Trishna in the comment is that please bring money. Around 300-400 euros or dollars should be enough for the first 2-3 weeks. It depends on your spending habits, but it's really worth to, you know, just bring some money, because otherwise it's going to be kind of inconvenient. Because for example, we didn't get the money for 2 weeks after we arrived, so I had to spend my own money. So just save up, okay? So then with the first monthly allowance, you get the settlement allowance, which is 200,000 Korean won, and then you will get a living allowance every month. Now it's weird because this is hypothetically new information, but it says that the undergraduates get 800,000 Korean won and graduates get 900,000 Korean won. But right now I get 1 million because they changed the rules. I don't know if it's true for you or not, or you got this information already, because on the website it's not updated then. So you got 1 million won per month because the NIED raised it. I also heard rumors that despite, like, you get more now, but then for this you will have to pay your own insurance. I don't know if it's true or not. So far I didn't have to pay my own insurance, but it can change anytime. But I get the 1 million right now. Since March we get 1 million Korean won per month. And then you get a medical insurance coverage. It says 20,000 Korean won per month, but I don't know, we just get the insurance and we got a little card which we have to use. But to be honest, I'm really waiting for being able to pay. Even if I have to pay more, I really want to pay for the national insurance here, because it basically covers everything. And right now our insurance doesn't really cover too much, so even if my teeth hurt or whatever hurts, I just try to solve it like with a home remedy, because it's so expensive. So the tuition fee is covered, and if it's more than what NIET covers, then your school will cover it, so you don't have to worry about that. If you complete topic 5, you will get 100,000 Korean won additionally, which is cool. So if I complete topic 5, I will get 1,100,000 per month, which is a nice sum. However, and you get, oh yeah, you get research support by semesters, which is like from 210 to 240,000 Korean won. And if you have like dissertation printing costs, you can get it covered by NIED by 500,000 to 800,000 Korean won. And finally, if you finish the whole program, you get an amazing price of 100,000 Korean won. So this is all what KGSP covers, and what I have to say to you is that it basically covers everything, right? So it's a good scholarship, guys. It's a good scholarship. I don't want to say something stupid because I actually didn't check. Okay, let me check. The average monthly salary in wage. Sorry, let's just use very academic words. The average monthly wage in South Korea is around 1,400,000 Korean won. So if you get the topic and the topic 5, level 5. Then hypothetically you are very close to the minimum wage, but still not, you're still under it. So let's talk about the money. You get the monthly stipend usually from your institution, your university or your language school, and they will deduct your dormitory fee monthly. So even though you see that usually you have to pay the dormitory in advance, well, I was worried about that at the beginning, but as it seems, the institution will deduct it for you monthly, so you don't have to pay millions in advance for your dormitory because it's going to be deducted monthly. If you want to live alone, that's a different question. Is the money enough? Well, if you're not going to study in Seoul, sure. It's going to be enough. You will going to be able to save money. You are going to be able to travel around from that money you saved up. It's going to be enough. If you live in most of those cities, like here I have experience from Gwangju. Yes, you will be able to save up money and live comfortably, spend on cute KakaoTalk friends, whatever, animals and cute Korean shirts and makeup and cosmetics. Well, if you chose Seoul for your university, if you're going to Seoul, well, good luck. Please be prepared that Seoul is expensive. Not Tokyo expensive, not like Japan expensive, but it's expensive compared to every other city in the country. It's like here the cheapest food you can get, like at Mama at the restaurant, because I don't eat the rice with the sundubu jjigae. It costs for me like 3,500 won. So it's kind of cheap. It's sometimes cheaper to eat out than to buy the stuff and cook inside the dorm. But in Seoul, I think the cheapest thing you can get starts from 6,000, if not more. And renting a place, well, you need the deposit money. Sometimes if you have a good relator, sometimes this deposit money can be lowered. It can be lower. It doesn't have to be $5,000-$10,000, you know, it can be just like $2,000-$3,000. If you have good connections, which is obviously rare, then you can rent a nice, like a small place, like a one room for with a $1,000 deposit and with 400,000 won what's monthly rent. But you will have to have good connections or a good relator or a good house lady or houseman, I don't know, I forgot how they call them, landlord, yeah, landlord or landlady. So just be prepared, and if you really want to go to Seoul to study, because otherwise Seoul is fun and entertaining and it's cool, it's really cool, and sometimes in case of clothing and stuff it's even cheaper, but otherwise food wise, renting wise, like transportation wise, it's not cheap. So the money we get is like, depending on where you live, might not be enough. So let me tell you an example. So I'm going to Korea University, and one of my friends go to Konkuk or something, like something with K University. So my university, hypothetically, is not going to, like, it's like the dormitory there is like, the cheapest one is like 400,000, and if I want to live alone, then it's like 500,000 a month, which leaves me with 500,000 to spend, right? Or if I have topic 5, it's 600,000. But that's not that much, especially not in Seoul. Like right now in Gwangju, I spend around 500,000, obviously not just for food, but for like clothes and cosmetics, and sometimes I need new shoes because I'm a woman and I like shoes. So it's hypothetically not enough. Obviously, it depends on the personality, because I know a lot of people can save money really well. I'm not amongst them. However, I managed to save up some. And now we got to my second point. If you go to Seoul, then, and if you go to the language school before, and if that city is not that expensive, please try to save the money. I mean, travel, also save money at home if you can, to have some savings, and then save money here during the 1 year or half year, whatever, how long you stay. And because you really need that money in Seoul, obviously travel and look around, because probably you won't have that much time when you will be in Seoul, but just try to save it. Oh, and I didn't finish the story with my friend. So in Korea University, I told you, but not in his. So in his university, it's not like a well-known university. It's not Sky University, you know, or it's not Hanyang or Sungkyunkwan, but it's like a nice university. And he gets the dormitory for free, and he will get 400,000 Korean won each semester as like a support. And he's just a master student. So you can get to universities where actually you don't only get the scholarship money, but you also get some other support from the university, which is cool. So that's about the money, and I was thinking that I will talk about the packing as well, but that might go for another video because it's already too long, and you know, like even I got bored about myself, like just listening to one person talking can be boring, isn't it? So guys, really, if you have questions, you know, like you always write to me, so but I still will tell you just to write down in this, like what's that? Today I'm so tired. I had a topic class. I had a class today, and then I had a topic class, and I still have to study, and I'm tired, so my English is a bit rusty, sorry for that. But guys, this is all I can say about the money. It's possible to live from that amount. You just probably need to cut things here and there, and if you wanna live only from your scholarship, then you really have to think twice what you spend your money for. Yeah, I don't think it's correct grammatically, but yeah, just think twice and be prepared that it's not that much, especially not in Seoul. For me, it would be a nice amount here in Gwangju, but in Seoul I think it's going to be a bit harder. So guys, just keep in mind that although everything is covered by the scholarship and everything is cool, you really have to think twice, because in some cases it can be not enough. And I also know people who are not really good with money, who spend them all, they don't think, you know, in advance, and that can be also a mistake, because if you go to Seoul, you have to plan in advance. So guys, for next week I'm going to release the video about how to pack, because soon you will have to pack, right? So see you next week. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed it, subscribe or follow me on Instagram. I don't know, can I show my Instagram name here? It's showed here, there. So guys, bye.